Narcissism and empathy, the dichotomy between understanding and connection. Empathy, the ability to understand and share the feelings of others, is a fundamental aspect of human relationships. However, for narcissistic individuals, empathy presents a paradox. While they may demonstrate cognitive empathy, the intellectual capacity to recognize others' emotions, they often lack emotional empathy, which involves genuinely sharing and responding to those emotions. This imbalance shapes their interactions and contributes to the challenges they face in forming deep, meaningful relationships. This article examines the complexities of narcissism and empathy, exploring the psychological dynamics, behavioral patterns, and pathways to fostering greater emotional connection. The duality of empathy in narcissism. Narcissistic individuals exhibit a dichotomy in their empathetic abilities. Strengths in cognitive empathy. Emotional recognition, they are often skilled at identifying others' feelings and social cues. Strategic application, this understanding is frequently used to influence, persuade, or manipulate others rather than to connect. Deficits in emotional empathy. Disconnection from others' pain, they struggle to genuinely share in or respond to others' emotional experiences. Lack of compassion, emotional responses are often absent or superficial, limiting their capacity for nurturing relationships. How narcissistic traits affect empathy. The empathetic imbalance in narcissistic individuals manifests in distinct ways that shape their interactions and relationships. In personal relationships, superficial connections, their lack of emotional empathy prevents the formation of deep, reciprocal bonds. Conflict avoidance, they may mismanage conflicts due to an inability to genuinely understand the emotional impact of their actions. In professional settings, selective empathy, they may use cognitive empathy to build alliances or gain influence but struggle to maintain trust and collaboration over time. Diminished team morale, a lack of genuine care for colleagues can create tension and dissatisfaction in the workplace. In social interactions, charismatic facade, narcissistic individuals often use their cognitive empathy to appear charming and socially adept, masking emotional disconnection. Inconsistent responses, their reactions to others' emotions may seem calculated rather than authentic, creating confusion or mistrust. Psychological roots of empathy imbalance. The empathy gap in narcissistic individuals stems from several psychological factors. 1. Self-focus, their preoccupation with their own needs and validation overshadows concern for others. 2. Emotional defensiveness, avoiding emotional vulnerability reduces their ability to connect with others' feelings. 3. Entitlement, viewing themselves as superior may lead them to dismiss others' emotions as less important. 4. Insecurity, fear of rejection or criticism can lead to emotional detachment as a protective mechanism. The consequences of limited empathy. The lack of emotional empathy in narcissistic individuals has far-reaching consequences. 1. Relationship strain, partners, friends, and family members often feel undervalued or emotionally neglected. 2. Social isolation, over time, their inability to form meaningful connections may lead to loneliness. 3. Reputation damage, a perceived lack of compassion can alienate colleagues and acquaintances. 4. Personal dissatisfaction, shallow relationships and unfulfilled emotional needs may leave them feeling empty or unfulfilled. Strategies for enhancing empathy. While challenging, narcissistic individuals can work toward improving their empathetic abilities with intentional effort and support. For narcissistic individuals. 1. Engage in perspective taking, practice imagining others' experiences and feelings in various situations. 2. Develop emotional awareness, reflect on their own emotions to better understand the emotional experiences of others. 3. Practice active listening, focus on truly hearing and validating others' feelings without judgment or interruption. 4. Seek professional guidance. Therapy can provide tools to address emotional detachment and foster greater empathy. 5. Participate in empathy building activities, engage in volunteer work or collaborative projects that require understanding others' perspectives. For loved ones and colleagues. 1. Model empathy, demonstrate genuine care and understanding in your interactions. 2. Encourage vulnerability, Create a safe space for open emotional expression without fear of judgment. 3. Set realistic expectations. Understand that empathy development is a gradual process requiring patience. 4. Reinforce positive changes. Acknowledge and celebrate small improvements in empathetic behavior. Building meaningful connections. For narcissistic individuals, developing empathy involves cultivating emotional depth and fostering genuine relationships. Value emotional connection. Recognize the importance of mutual care and understanding in relationships. Acknowledge imperfection. Accept their own and others' vulnerabilities as opportunities for connection rather than weaknesses. Prioritize long-term bonds. Shift focus from fleeting validation to lasting emotional fulfillment. Celebrate authenticity. Embrace honesty and openness as a foundation for meaningful interactions. Conclusion. The relationship between narcissism and empathy is complex, shaped by strengths in cognitive empathy and deficits in emotional empathy. By addressing these imbalances and fostering self-awareness, narcissistic individuals can enhance their ability to connect with others and build deeper, more fulfilling relationships. For those engaging with narcissists, promoting empathy and supporting their growth can lead to healthier, more balanced dynamics and mutual understanding.